Said I'm falling, falling, I'm falling. As I lay in my bed with my head to the ceiling. Say I'm drowning alone and I'm lost in my feelings. Somebody send me a sign, cause you know that I need it. Can't even come back to me, cause you know you're my healing.
All right, so welcome back, everyone. East Side Out Front tops Panorama Small Band semi-final. Tech New East Side Dimension leads a competitive field of 15 steel bands into the National Panorama Small Conventional Final this Friday. What pan has started, boy? Got to go out and see some pan this year. All right, so welcome back. With us this morning, we do have Abina Noel Branca, a past student of Jay's private school, and she's here to tell us about their 50th anniversary. Yeah? Mrs. Branca, good morning.
Good morning, Marlon. How are you today?
I'm good. Well, before we move on into our discussion, let's speak a little bit about Jay's private school, because some people may be familiar with your school. I mean, you're 50 years old, but some people may not be. So let's talk a little bit about the school before we speak about the anniversary celebrations.
Sure. Well, Jay's Private School is a private preschool in Union Village, Claxton Bay. It has been, in existence for 50 years, and it was founded by the late Joycelyn Joseph. Right? It is in South Trinidad, of course, and it serves a community not of just Union, but of Macaulay, St. Margaret's, Pleasant Park, and Claxton Bay. It has been a pillar in our community for many years, and it has set the foundation for many young people, children, families who have now, and young people who have now gone on to become professionals within Trinidad and Tobago and beyond, as well as Olympians. We have Olympians that has passed through our doors, and we are very proud to say that we are Jay's Private School, taught, nurtured, and, excelled.
Yeah. Is it from the primary school level straight to SEA?
Actually, it's a preschool.
Yes.
So it sets the foundation for primary school and beyond. So it encompasses the academic, the social, the spiritual, and a holistic environment that makes the child prepared for primary school, secondary school, and their future beyond.
Yeah. All right. Mrs. Branca, let's speak now about your celebrations.
Mm-hmm. So yesterday was the 50th anniversary celebration, which was held at the Union Recreation Ground. It started with a walkathon from the St. Margaret's Junction at 9 a.m. and we proceeded to Union Recreation Ground. But along the way, we stopped at different junctions, and we had prayer sessions for our community, for our nation, for the school, for the Joseph family, and for the staff and students. So it was a nice walk, which was dedicated for remembrance of the school, but also to highlight the presence of the school within our community. And it culminated with a 50th celebration in we call it the spring, but it's called Union Recreation Ground, where we had a cultural program, we had performers, we had a kids zone, a children's zone with bouncy castles and face painting, and members of the community came out and supported us. It was a really enjoyable day.
Yeah. So you said that was the culmination. Is anything, we're at the beginning of the new year, Mrs. Branca. I suspect the celebrations will have to continue some way, somehow during this year.
We as a committee will talk about it.
Yeah.
Because, it's kicking off the 50th year. And, the founder, Tanti Justin, as she was fondly called, she enjoyed celebrating. And the current teachers, her daughters, they are very versed in celebrating their children, celebrating. If it's one thing I can tell you, Marlon, about Jay's Private School is that we celebrate everything. We celebrate Diwali, we celebrate Carnival, we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate every national holiday there is in Trinidad and Tobago, because that helps the children to understand and learn about their culture, learn about their country. And it's something that it is enmeshed in the Joseph family, and it continues to just kind of permeate throughout the community. So when children leave Jay's Private School, they leave with a strong sense of dedication and patriotism towards Trinidad and Tobago, and then they continue with that trend as they go beyond our shores. It's I can't speak highly enough, being a former past student of Jay's Private School. Mm-hmm. I cannot speak highly enough of the foundation that Jay's gives to children.
Yeah. And you know what? I want to, let's speak a little bit about, let's expand a little bit on that, because I want you to speak about how important it is to lay the right foundation at a very early age for our children.
Yeah. So we all know once we are brought into this world, our learning begins, and it starts with our family. But once we enter the world of academia, it's through our preschools. And having a foundation in preschool sets the tone for future accomplishments, future just feeling like you're able to conquer the world, that you can spread your wings, that you can do anything that you put your mind to. Being a product of a preschool that focuses and emphasizes that type of learning. You start with reading, you start with, socializing, which is also so important for young children growing up. It gives you that sense of community. It helps you to learn to share. It helps you to learn to think critically. It helps you to develop, self-confidence and self-esteem. Because if it's one thing that Jay's does, it promotes the children's ability to speak and to speak well, to perform. They say their little Bible verses every day. They can recite poetry. They can recite songs. It gives them the sense that education is not something that has to be boring, which we sometimes get the feeling. But when you start with education in a way that it brings them in, it draws them in, it invites them in, it helps them to say, you know what, this is not something I can't do. It's something that I can do. Because with this foundation, you go to primary school and you see them excelling in reading and mathematics. You see them excelling in sports. You see them exploring their performance and their drama aspects of their school life. So it really and truly sets the tone. We've had Olympians who started their training per se at Jay's Private School, from track and field to swimming, and went on to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Olympics and Paralympics, winning medals. So when you have that good foundation, it really and truly pushes the children to excel in whatever field that they set their mind to. Yeah. And again, we have to give the teachers a very big amount of praise, because they see talent in their children and they push that talent through. They see where children, even if they're struggling a little bit, they're able to identify, work with them, and push them to just be great. And that is what a good foundation from preschool does for children.
Mrs. Branca, it was a pleasure speaking with you this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marlon. And may I just say, we have our 50th anniversary booklet. You were asking me about the continued celebrations. Yeah. We have our 50th anniversary booklet, which is available for purchase at the school. It's a commemorative book with details about our founder, Tanti Jocelyn, and all the successful past students who have passed through the doors of Jay's private school. So these are available for sale at the school for $50, and we will continue to push and mentor and educate the wonderful children of Union Village and environs, and then for the nation.
Thank you. Thank you very much again, Ms. Branca. Bye for now.
Thank you for having me, Marlon.
Okay. It's time for another break. We are coming back.